What's up, Family Money Club? Welcome back to the show. We're all about building that financial freedom, pitching those alarm clocks and building a life you love and, maybe working from that beach hammock while sipping on something tropical. Well, today's deep dive might just help us get a little bit closer to that. We're tackling cryptocurrency.
Now, before you click away thinking crypto, that's for tech geniuses, not regular families, let me tell you, the core concept isn't that complicated.
Let's be real here. The crypto world can feel like a jungle sometimes with all these crazy terms flying around. DeFi, NFTs. I'm still trying to figure out what Bitcoin actually is.
I hear. And that's exactly why we're doing this deep dive. We're going to break it down in a way that makes sense for everyday families like yours. So what is cryptocurrency really? Think of it like digital money, kind of like an online version of cash. But here's the twist. It's not controlled by any bank or government. No, it's decentralized, meaning it runs on a network of computers all over the world.
Ooh, so no more shady bank fees or governments snooping around my transactions. I'm kind of liking this already. But really, why should our listeners care about crypto? How does it fit into this journey toward financial freedom we're always talking about?
Well, imagine a world where you have more control over your money, where you can send it across borders instantly without any crazy fees. You could even invest in exciting new technologies. That's the potential of crypto. It's about empowering individuals and families to take charge of their finances.
Okay, I'm seeing the vision here, but let's not sugarcoat it. Crypto is also known for being a bit of a roller coaster. You know, those wild price swings, one day you're up, the next you're down. How do we balance that potential with the very real risks?
You are absolutely right to highlight that volatility. Crypto is definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a replacement for your emergency fund either. It's a high-risk, high-reward asset, and it should only be a small part of a diversified portfolio. And like any investment, education is key.
Preach. Don't go throwing your life savings into some random meme coin just because your neighbor's cousin told you it's the next Bitcoin. Do your research, understand what you're investing in, and never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Couldn't agree more. So let's dive into what actually makes cryptocurrency valuable. Why are people willing to pay real money for these digital tokens? It's not just about the cool technology, although that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, you're going to have to explain this to me like I'm explaining it to my kids, who are way more interested in Roblox than retirement planning.
Okay, all right, picture this. You have a limited edition Pokemon card that everyone wants, but there are only a few in existence. What happens? The price goes up because it's rare and in high demand. Cryptocurrency works kind of the same way. Take Bitcoin, for example. It's designed to have a maximum supply of 21 million coins, no more, no less. That built-in scarcity is a big part of what drives its value.
So it's like digital gold. Finite supply, people want it, price goes up. Got it. But is scarcity the only thing that gives crypto its value?
Not at all. Think about Facebook or Instagram. Would they be so valuable if only a handful of people use them?
Definitely not. Those platforms are all about connecting with friends, sharing those embarrassing photos, and keeping up with all those influencers living those perfect lives.
Exactly. The more people who use a platform, the more valuable it becomes. That's the network effect. And it applies to cryptocurrency too. As more people adopt and use a particular crypto, the demand increases, which pushes up the value. It's like a snowball effect.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's be real for a second. People are drawn to crypto because of those stories of people making tons of money. We've all heard those stories of early Bitcoin investors becoming millionaires practically overnight.
Those stories are definitely out there. It's true. But it's so important to remember that past performance is never a guarantee of future results. Investing in cryptocurrency is a bit like riding a roller coaster. There will be big ups and big downs.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Speaking of things that make my heart skip a beat, what about all those security breaches and scams we hear about? That's got to be a major concern for families trying to protect their money.
You're right to raise that point. Security is super important, especially when we're talking about your money. The good news is that blockchain technology, the foundation of most cryptocurrencies, is actually incredibly secure. It's like a digital fortress protecting your assets.
Okay, that is a little reassuring.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that sometimes the problem isn't the technology itself, but, human error. Like forgetting your password or falling for a phishing scam.
You're exactly right. It's so important to practice good security hygiene. Use reputable platforms and never ever share your private keys with anyone. Think of those keys like the secret code to your digital vault. Guard them with your life.
That's some great advice. We'll have to do a deeper dive into crypto security tips in a future episode, I think. But for now, I think we've laid a good foundation for what cryptocurrency is and why it matters. What do you think?
Absolutely. We've covered those core factors that give crypto its value: the scarcity, the network effect, and the technology itself. But there's another layer we need to unpack: the external factors that can influence those crypto prices.
Boy, more layers. My brain is already doing somersaults trying to keep up with all this crypto lingo. But okay, let's hear it. What else is there?
Okay, so think about it like this. Just like the stock market, cryptocurrency is influenced by all those events happening out in the real world. Things like global economic conditions, government regulations, even social media trends. These can all send crypto prices soaring or plummeting.
So it's not just about the tech itself, it's about the whole crazy world we live in.
Exactly. It's this dynamic ecosystem, and understanding these external factors is crucial for making their smart investment decisions.
Okay, my brain needs a minute to process all of that. Yeah, let's take a quick breather and let that sink in. When we come back, we'll delve deeper into these external forces and how they shape this crazy world of cryptocurrency. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Welcome back, listeners. Before the break, we were talking about how things happening in the real world can really shake things up in the crypto market.
Yeah, it's like trying to predict the weather. One minute it's all sunshine and rainbows, then bam, a crypto hurricane blows through and wipes out your portfolio. So let's break down some of these external forces. What are the big players that can really move the crypto needle?
Well, first you've got the heavy hitters governments. Their stance on crypto can make a huge difference.
Right, because governments love to regulate everything.
Yeah.
But seriously, how does their involvement actually impact a crypto's value?
Okay, think of it this way. If a country says, hey, we're embracing crypto, we've got clear regulations in place, we're making it easy for businesses to operate, that sends a positive signal to investors. And they're more likely to jump in knowing that the government's got their back. That increased demand, well, that can really drive those prices up.
Okay, that makes sense. But what happens if governments do the opposite? What if they, try to clamp down on crypto?
Well, that can create uncertainty and even fear in the market. Investors might hesitate, worried about sudden changes or even outright bans. And when demand drops, prices follow.
So it's kind of this delicate dance between innovation and regulation. Governments want to protect consumers and prevent, the shady stuff. But they also don't want to stifle a technology that could be really groundbreaking.
Exactly. It's all about balance, and it's playing out all over the world right now. But it's not just governments we got to keep an eye on. Remember those big institutions we talked about earlier? The banks, the hedge funds, the major corporations? They're starting to flex their muscles in the crypto space, too.
Yeah, those guys don't usually mess around with something unless they think it's going to be huge. So how is their involvement shaping the crypto landscape?
Well, when those big institutional investors start pouring money into crypto, it brings a level of legitimacy to the market. And stability, too. It signals to other investors that, hey, crypto's a serious asset class, you should consider it.
It's kind of like when your favorite celebrity endorses a product and suddenly everyone wants it. Institutional investors have that same kind of influence.
Exactly. Their involvement can lead to some pretty significant price increases. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows here. Some folks are worried that too much institutional involvement could lead to more centralized control, which kind of goes against that whole idea of decentralization that made crypto so appealing in the first place.
Ooh, that's a good point. It's like the rebels fighting against the empire. The crypto community versus the establishment.
Haha. I like that analogy. And speaking of rebels, we can't forget the power of the people, the crypto community itself. Their passion, their innovation, and let's be honest, sometimes crazy hype plays a huge role in shaping crypto's future.
Right, because crypto is more than just an investment, it's a movement. People believe in the technology, they believe in its potential to disrupt those old systems, and they believe in that idea of financial freedom.
And that belief can translate into real action. The crypto community is constantly developing new projects, they're finding new and creative uses for that blockchain technology, and they're always spreading the word about the benefits of decentralization.
They're like the digital pioneers, exploring this uncharted territory and forging these new paths.
I love that, exactly. And their energy and enthusiasm is infectious. They're attracting more and more people to the crypto ecosystem every single day.
It's like that snowball rolling down a hill, just gaining more and more momentum as it goes.
Precisely. But as with any movement, there are risks involved. The crypto community can get caught up in these hype cycles, where prices get inflated beyond reason.
Yeah.
That always leads to those inevitable crashes.
That's why it's so important to stay informed and do your own research and not get swept away by all that hype.
Couldn't agree more. Critical thinking is absolutely essential in the crypto world, especially with so much information and misinformation flying around out there.
Okay, so we've got government institutions and the crypto community all playing a part in this grand crypto drama. But I think we're forgetting something, the elephant in the room here, global economics. The state of the world economy can have a huge impact on all markets, crypto included.
You are absolutely right. We can't ignore the big macroeconomic picture here. When traditional markets are doing well, investors feel more confident, more adventurous, and they're usually more willing to allocate some of their portfolio to riskier assets like crypto.
It's like when you're feeling good about your own finances. You're more likely to splurge on that fancy coffee or take that weekend getaway.
Exactly. But when those economic storm clouds start gathering, people are worried about recession or inflation, they tend to pull back from those riskier investments and look for safer havens.
So crypto can kind of be like an economic barometer. If people are feeling bullish, they jump into crypto. If they're feeling bearish, they head for the exits.
You could definitely see it that way. It's this complex interplay of forces. And understanding how global economics can influence the crypto market is just so essential for making those smart decisions.
All right, so we've got governments, institutions, the crypto community, global economics. Is there anything else we need to consider before my brain takes a well-deserved nap?
Well, we can't forget about technology. Blockchain technology is constantly evolving. New innovations and applications are popping up all the time, and these advancements can have a huge impact on the value of different cryptocurrencies.
Okay, my brain is starting to hurt a little bit, but I'm still curious. Give me an example of how technology can influence these crypto prices.
Okay, let's take scalability, for instance. Right now, some blockchain networks can only handle a limited number of transactions per second.
Kind of like trying to cram a whole bunch of people through a tiny doorway at once. It's going to be slow and messy.
That's a great way to put it. But new technologies are being developed to increase that scalability. So those blockchains could process thousands, even millions of transactions per second. If a cryptocurrency successfully implements those solutions, it could become way more attractive to users and businesses, which could really drive up its value.
So it's not just about the current state of the technology, but also its potential to evolve and adapt to the growing demands of this crypto world.
Precisely. And speaking of growing demands, we also need to think about the increasing adoption of crypto by businesses and individuals.
Right, because crypto isn't just about buying and holding anymore. People are actually using it for everyday transactions. Like buying coffee, booking flights, you name it.
Exactly. As more and more businesses accept crypto payments and more people start integrating crypto into their daily lives, the demand for certain cryptocurrencies could really skyrocket.
It's kind of like those early days of the internet. People were skeptical at first, but once they saw how it could change their lives, that adoption just exploded.
That's such a great parallel. And just like the internet revolutionized the way we communicate and do business, crypto has the potential to totally reshape the financial landscape as we know it.
Wow, this is all incredibly exciting. Yeah, but I'm also feeling a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. It's like trying to juggle a dozen balls at once.
I get it. The crypto world is complex, it's dynamic. It takes time to wrap your head around all the different pieces.
I'm really glad we're doing this deep dive together. It's like having a knowledgeable guide leading me through this crazy crypto jungle.
Happy to help. And remember, the key is to approach crypto with an open mind, a healthy dose of skepticism, and a commitment to constantly learning and growing.
Words of wisdom right there. So to recap, we've got governments, institutions, the crypto community, global economics, technological advancements, and growing adoption, all influencing that crypto value. Did I miss anything?
I think you got it all. It's a complex mix of factors, and understanding how they all work together is so important for navigating the crypto market with confidence.
Well, my brain is officially full. But I gotta say, I feel much more equipped to tackle this whole crypto thing now.
That's what we like to hear. Knowledge is power, especially in the world of cryptocurrency.
What's your overall outlook on the future of cryptocurrency? Are you bullish, bearish, somewhere in between?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I really believe cryptocurrency has the potential to completely change the financial system and empower individuals in ways we can't even imagine yet, but we have to acknowledge those risks and challenges that are still out there.
Regulation, scalability, security, mass adoption. There are a lot of hurdles that crypto needs to overcome to really reach its full potential.
Exactly. It's going to be a wild ride, but I'm excited to see where this journey takes us.
Me too. And I think that's a great place to wrap things up, a sense of cautious optimism and, that willingness to embrace the unknown. So Family Money Club, as we close out this deep dive into cryptocurrency, remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, stay curious, and approach this crypto world with a balance of excitement and healthy skepticism. And most importantly, never stop striving for that financial freedom.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the future of crypto? What excites you the most? What worries you? Share your thoughts and comments down below. We love hearing from you. And as always, thank you for listening to the Family Money Club podcast. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and keep building that brighter financial future.